What's up, everybody? This is our episode 1 with my college Hale boys, and these are my OGs from left to my right. Got Noah Santiago from Granger High School, coming out of Puna, and then I got Ricky Mamon coming out of Granger High School, coming out of Panava, and now we reside in Utah, in Farmington, Utah. And we're going to talk about a little bit about our transition from high school to college to playing for the Ogden Jets. And we're going to share their experiences. And so my experience with these two guys has been amazing. I've known Noah since he was in elementary. And just to give a grade out there, because he could be younger, I think I got him in 5th grade and he came and played for me at Panava. And at the time when he came to me, Ricky had just, I think, played his 2nd season for me or with me, and he was our quarterback. We ran the option, and Noah was my nose guard, and he was like this big, but he was a tank. And I remember he could just get through the line, and so Noah would be at 5th grade. Let's just say 5th grade, and if Ricky was at 7th or 6th grade. Now I get to be a part of their life and coaching them in college. And I don't coach their positions. I'm a D-line coach. Ricky plays slot. Noah's a running back. But I'm right there on the side with them. And I'm their life coach in Hawaii Hale. And my experience with them, I call them my OGs. And at week 6, I cannot even speak as a coach, but I can speak as like their life coach, where I've been so impressed with their growth. From the day they've met each other and played for me to today as collegiate athletes, their growth is been amazing. And I'll let them tell you what their growth has been like, because if I talk about how small Noah was and how small Ricky was, I mean, these kids played big in my eyes today. And the number one thing I think I took from Noah being 5th grade at elementary, and also Ricky to today, it's they've won a lot of football games in their life. And as their coach, maybe I don't want to sound like I've changed my mindset, but I want them to chase the wins in life, the little wins. I used to tell them football is a game of inches, but life is also a game of inches. So, with that being said, Noah, you go first and you tell us about your experience, getting into this level. Tell us about the good and the greatest experiences that you've had now that you're playing for the Ogden Jets, and relate to your fans out there. Coming from Puna, a small little town, living in this big city, Farmington, Utah, and doing what a lot of local kids from Puna don't do, is play collegiate football. Tell us about the experience that you've gone through.
Say a couple good experiences that I had was just seeing how the coaching is different, and just learning that discipline is one of the biggest things you have to have for college, because it's not like high school that they're gonna always be on your ass, making sure you're at practice every day. And if you don't show up and you don't play, so it's pretty much how it is.
Oh, hey, in Hawaii, guarantee guys don't show up at least once a week, yeah? But they still play. Hey, that's not life out here. Well, what is the great experiences about your transition from Hawaii to here, making it to college now?
So one of my great experiences is just the amount of networking that I actually get to see. All the different people, different coaches that I meet from all over the state, and being able to play in D1 stadiums and just actually being a player. Let's see what it's like to play some D1 talent. And say one more great experience I said was just seeing how cool it is. I was playing with Ricky since I was a kid. Now we're playing in college.
Definitely, you two guys been the life around me. I gotta say that. I mean, I don't know anybody else that coach kids that young and watch you guys grow up together. And that's probably the things what I mean. There's nothing I can really tell these guys, because it will sound like more of a dad or an uncle speaking, when realistically I gotta talk as a coach. But one more thing I wanted you to explain to these guys about networking, which I love what you said. Right now you're in the Fire Academy, right? And you've networked with with one of our D-line coaches when you're in high school, Coach Eddie, and it's amazing how now you're in the fire academy. You know, what kind of networking have you done with Coach Eddie, and where you at with your career? And like, tell us about your ride along yesterday, your experience.
My ride along was pretty cool. Got to see what it's like to be in the ambulance, see what they do, how the day is spent, all of it. And just like the D-line coach that I work with at Farmington. Actually, there's a seminar that we went to check out yesterday during the ride along, and Coach Eddie was there. So he saw me, he was talking stories, and he actually introduced me to like some of the chiefs at some different stations all over. So now it's cool that like I got my name out there and you know where I am.
I love it, Coach Eddie. We love you, Coach Eddie. Right? You know, Ricky. You know, back to that same question that we asked Noah. Your experience, what was good and great experiences that you had, that transition from Granger High School now, you know, coming from Hale, Paneva, and then you come to Utah, a big city, and you know what prepared you for week 6 in the world's eyes, coming from a small town, how you could make these experiences good and then great, playing for the Ogden Jets.
One of my good experiences, I would say, is like Noah said, is playing and growing up with him, and then having Coach Scherz basically just raise us and teach us how to bond together and just be a brotherhood. One of my greatest experience was when COVID happened and I had the opportunity to come up here. I didn't want to, but my dad kind of just threw me off the cliff. We came up here. We were supposed to play football for 6 months, and after that, we've been here for 3 years, and I'm grateful that I left the island to seek a better opportunity.
I mean, yeah, that's not really how it happened, but it's definitely close. I thought you wanted to come here, and you're right. But the reason we're here for 3 months is because Ricky didn't want to go home, and I thought we were just gonna play football, which I'm grateful because Ricky and Noah wanted to stay here. And so when we left and then we transitioned here, and you and Noah come together, now you both playing at Ogden Jets. Like, what is that experience like now in college? You know, playing collegiate football. A lot of your friends that you played with at Hale High, but we just talked about it with Sione and Lolo. You know, you played in 2019 as a backup quarterback, won a state title. A lot of those guys never made it to collegiate football. What is your experience to have got to witness that win in 19, then come to Utah, and now get to play for the Ogden Jets? What is that like?
It's a good experience. It finally hit when I had our first game in Ogden, and me and Noah were walking out together, and we're like we played Pop Warner together, we played high school together, and now we're playing junior college, and that was something that was cool, that hit hard. It was also cool that when I was a freshman, I got to play with Kuneva, Sione, and Lolo, and that's when they won their state championship. And then when I heard that they're coming up here, it made me want to play football again, and I'm grateful to have them by my side.
So I think you guys we've all spoke about this, how you guys grew up together. You know, me as a coach, you guys make me emotional. You know, Santiago, this guy changed my life because the life or the hand that he was dealt with, the life that he's lived, you know, in adversity, this guy just taught me most average kids where he comes from doesn't survive what he goes through. You know, they usually quit, and this guy has no quit in him. As much as Ricky, you know, Ricky and Santis come from a background of football where family is everything for us. You know, that brotherhood, that networking. I never knew it was going to bring us to this point. Like Santiago was talking about Coach Eddie, you know, Ricky, speaking of his relationships with Kuneva and all those guys, it's life is about networking, and every year I wake up doing this with these two guys. Every year I become a better man, and that's the truth, because I'm supposed to know everything, and I don't. You know, Santi teaches me something every day. Ricky teaches me something every day, and it's the little things that's gotten us all this far. Now, when you guys say you guys grew up together, played football, I just want to throw a couple more questions out there. What are your experiences when you're growing up, having a different coach? Like, I did leave you a couple times, right? Ricky wanted me to stab me in the back, and then we went to go coach. Ricky played at Steelers with Coach Hezzy. Hezzy stabbed us in the back. Coach Hezzy made us leave Paneva to go play for him. And actually, the year before that, Ricky went to go play with Keokaha with Coach Dave Murray, which that was a great season. But while you were there, you know, you had a rough season. And then, like, talk about the different coaches in your life. You know, there's no bad in coaching, but you remember those days where what brought you here? Now we got Coach Jamie. So explain to me about all the different coaches from youth, high school, and now Coach Jamie and Coach Willie.
When I first started football, I was with Coach Serge, and I just noticed that, well, when I was at Puna Panthers, but then when I went to Paneva, started playing for Coach Serge, I figured out, like, the coach is way different from the other coach I was at.
We won. That's what he's trying to say. If you played for me, we won. Yeah, what else? My bad.
But then, playing with Coach Serge throughout these years, he taught me more how to be a man than actually about football. Then transitioning to high school, I was at Granger with Coach Paulo.
Great man. Coach Paulo is a great man.
Yeah. And I just like how he just didn't overlook us as much when we got there. He just actually just got to know us and help us out whenever we needed him, and just gave us the chance And then went to Farmington, Coach Coates. It was cool because, like, just knowing that Coach Coates was actually in the NFL, so like I would listen a lot to whatever he had to say, because like he's already been at the level that I was trying to get to, so mostly you just listen to him. He knows what he's doing. And now I'm playing junior college with Coach Jamie. So this one is just kind of an interesting experience, because it's more like that he's giving you like that, like what college is gonna actually be like. So he'll help you out whenever you talk to him, or if you're there. But if you're not there, then they just don't really show you as much attention as like you would get if you was in high school. And then that was cool, and just figuring out that he was one of the record holders up in Weber State.
Yeah, that's cool. That guy is. Yeah, we have a great head coach. Coach Jamie's a legend. And just he doesn't act that way. That's what I love about that guy.
Yeah.
You know,
he doesn't. He's just real humble.
16-year veteran in the NFL. You know, he has the Walter Payton, I think, award, and then he holds a record at Weber. And well, the reason I like that question about the coaches is, you know, let's just say we're around the Big Island and you have 10 friends that you know growing up and wanted to play at this level. Knowing that we transition from so many coaches, from winning, losing, or just being overlooked, would they be able to be at our level? And if they cannot, what do we need to do to fix it at home?
I would say probably a couple, but not like a lot, because I say like a lot of people, a lot of boys at home are just don't want to accept change or want to accept anything different. So like I say like if you just feel something, if you just get better at it, just be able to like take advice or just listen or be able to actually accept something different. Then if you just believe in what you believe, then you never just know what's out there.
That's awesome. Ricky, what about your experiences with your coaches from past to now getting to Coach Jamie?
One of my first coaches that I kind of remember, it was actually Coach Maurice. Coach Maurice coached me when I was in Pee Wee division. I think I was the youngest, or I was one of the youngest guys. And he gave me some opportunities to start, and I tried my best to show what I could, and he taught us a lot of things that helped me out throughout my college year, or throughout my high school and college now. Oh man, I have a lot of coaches.
You don't have to get them all, but just get the ones that you remember the most. And
Well, Coach Serge has been my coach for my whole life, and he's taught us to be a man and to just never quit. So that's something that I always take from Coach Serge. Coach Murray is another coach of mine. When I went to him, his playbook was a lot more advanced than my past coaches. So that was good for me because it taught my IQ to get a little bit better and to know a lot more about the defense and what they have to do. Coach Willie, I forgot to mention Coach Willie, but he's up here in Farmington coaching now, and he was one of my coaches too. So I'm grateful I'm grateful to have him as one of my Pee Wee coaches, and now I get to hang out up here with him. Coach Kyle. Coach Kyle was a very good coach. I was a freshman when I played for him at Hale High, and he taught us a lot of things that was on a different level, and it helped me a lot through playing quarterback. So I'd like to give a big shout out to Coach Kyle on that one. And then we came up to Utah, played at Granger. Coach Paula and Coach June Tangvalo, both of them. Coach Junior is the one who took me in for a little bit. Took us to practice. He kind of talked to me on the phone when I was back in Hawaii, and he told us that if I came up here, I would start if I just work and do what I have to do. And I came up here and I did exactly that. And Coach Paula, just same thing. You know, he took care of us when we needed places to sleep, and he gave me an opportunity to play 7-on-7 to try and put myself out there. And Coach Jamie, kind of what Noah said, he's a real good coach. He also played in the NFL too. He's real professional compared to a lot of the coaches that I've been through, and it's kind of that where if what Noah said, that if you don't ask or open your mouth, you're not gonna really get answers. So that taught us a lot up here too. You have to speak to get answers instead of just keeping quiet.
I think one of the things I like about Coach Jamie is definitely his professionalism. That guy is amazing. You guys think when he gets mad, he's really mad?
I think the most he gets is frustrated.
Yeah, like the guy is amazing. I don't know, like I tell you this, my experience with you guys was this. I used to think winning every game was everything, and I still do, don't get me wrong, but it's a life thing. When I transitioned with you guys, you know, Paula, the guy is amazing. Never met another coach that took in our kids and loved them like his own. The boys slept at their house. Coach June, same thing. And then and this is my experience transition here. Then going to Farmington and coaching with this guy, which Coach NFL guy, and now Coach Jamie NFL guy. They see the game totally different. And it's weird how they know they can't control the winds because maybe their coaches, they can't control what their coaches are doing. As much scheduling as they do and as much organized as they are, if your assistant coaches can't get on the same page, they don't get frustrated and they don't like get upset and it's kind of like hey, they're just enthused. It's because they've been at that level and I've never been at the level and I wanted to learn, and it really changed my game because when I look at them, I feel like when they're coaching you guys, it's life they're trying to coach you because they've been at that level. Then you take it back to Hale again. Hale, this guy does things differently. Like he don't need help; he'll do it on his own. I got it. Whether you come here or not, I'm gonna be there. We're gonna work hard. We're gonna train. I'm gonna teach these kids how to win, and then we win. I think in the mainland or in Utah, we've been around good coaches all these years. Now everybody has a strength that you can learn from, and I've learned a lot. And I think you guys both can agree. Probably thought I got a little softer, but it's because it's just a game. That's what I've learned. Believe it or not, these guys taught me it's just a game, At home, football is life. We win everything. And if we lose, it's probably in a championship game, or something like that. I can tell you guys, and we can end on this with you guys sharing gratitude. And I don't know if it's exactly this way, but I wouldn't have made it this far if it wasn't for you two guys, right? Let's just say Ricky goes, oh, I want to stay here and go to school. And then Noah comes, and then he goes, well, I kind of want to stay here too, coach. And I'm like, but Ricky graduates 1 year in front of Noah. And I'm like, oh, okay, guys, I'll stay if you got to stay. So because of them, this is the gratitude I'm giving out to the world. Because of them, they kept me here. And when I say they kept me here, it's in the most greatest opportunities they've given me. Just by me wanting to allow Noah to have his opportunities, I got opportunities out of this by coaching at the JC level with Coach Jamie and coaching at the high school with Coach Coates, and it's all because of you guys. That's what gratitude means. When you share gratitude, every day gratitude comes back. So I gratitude you two guys, and I'm so happy that you guys drugged me through the mud, because I probably wouldn't have did it, because if we just stayed home, we could have won more football games. And then what? You know what I mean? And then what? Winning one more game means a lot if there's a lot to do with life in winning. But if we just go win one more game to go down the beach and brag about it for 20 years and not go any other way, I'm not gonna ever do that again. I wouldn't do it any other way. The way we do it now is the way I would do it all over again. So gratitude to you guys, and I would like you guys to close in sharing gratitude to one of our old coaches, that inspired you, and I'm gonna share my gratitude to you two guys for dragging me through the mud. So I'm happy to be here now, all clean and dry, and not in the mud anymore. So Noah, you can go for share gratitude to one of your former coaches out there.
I would say just gratitude to Coach Paulo for just helping me see what the recruiting is like and just giving me a chance to play football up here first time.
That was a good one, Coach Paulo. Gratitude, man. We love you. You did big things for us, and we're here because of you, man. Thank you.
I have to give a shout out to. He wasn't really my coach, but if it wasn't for him and his son, we wouldn't be here. So I'd like to give a shout out to Coach Lyle Silva. He's the one that made the phone call to my dad to get me up here and play ball with Lyle Boy. So gratitude to you, Coach Lyle. I also like to give a big shout out to the Hawaii 5-0 boys, the OGs.
Love those guys. The OGs, the Hawaii 5-0 guys. Hey guys, like I said, these are my OGs, my two last guys. I got them left here. Wouldn't change it for the world. This is who we play for, the Ogden Jets. And always remember, Hawaii forever.